Back straight, eyes closed, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feeling that power you have, your determination to control your breathing. The same way you can take control of your mind anywhere you are, whatever you're doing. Let's use that same power, that same determination to see in our mind the image, the visions that we want to create today in our lives. Let's see ourselves doing the best we can on all of the stretches and exercises we do together here and now. Let's use that power we have, our true being, our presence, our determination to see in our mind right now, go into the future. Think about what you want to make real. Bring it to the present. That music goes off. Alright, good morning, determination. How's everyone doing today? Another beautiful day here, outdoors. If you're indoors, wherever you are, let's go everybody, here we go. Another wonderful moment together. Another great day in the gym of life. Gym of life never ends. So here we go. We're going to start, when I say go, we're going to start jogging on the spot, doing the best jog we can, best jog we've ever done. Or we can simply walk on the spot. So depending on how much space you have, you should be able to do this within the space that we have. So here we go. Ready everybody? When I say go, your best jog ever. Ready? And go. Still focused on our breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feeling the joy of you commanding your body. Remember, you're the boss of your mind. Your mind is the boss of your body. Almost there. Let's go, everybody. Keep going. Power of our heart starting to beat a little bit faster. Our breathing becoming a little bit more difficult. But feel our power still controlling our breathing. And stop. All right, back to our best walk, either side to side or simply walking on the spot. But focused on our breathing. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Oh wow, what a day. What another pristine, perfect day. Enjoy every moment, wherever you are, enjoy this. Enjoy your power, your gift to always work on your mind and your body. Always in the gym of life. Okay everybody, let's start with our 10 shoulder rolls forward. Here we go, ready? And go. Joy of you rolling your shoulders forward, able to do that. Okay, and backwards, all the way up and around, as high as you can towards your ears, all the way around. Let's do 10. stop. Let's do arm circles forward. Big arm circles. 10 forward. Alright, now let's go backwards. Again, just feel the joy of you controlling your body to move through space. All through the power and control of your own determination. Alright, good work everybody. Hands on your hips, bend your knees and side stretch. 5 on each side. Alright, and let's do twists. Again, 5 on each side, feet flat on the floor. Really think about what you really enjoy being in this moment, here, right now. The power of your presence. Alright everyone, and let's reach for the ceiling on our toes or reach for the sky, wherever you are. Here we go. Holding it for 10 seconds. Alright, and now reach for your toes, straight knees. Again, feel the joy and the striving. Reaching for your toes, even if you can't touch them yet. Always yet. You get to work on it all the time. Very good, and come on back up. Okay, let's work on our balance. Grab one leg and find your balance. Bend the other knee if you have to. Hold it for 10. Pull that leg back. Feel the power of you finding your balance in this moment. Hold it there. And switch to the leg. And bend that knee. Imagine you've got roots growing under your feet, going through the ground. You're immovable. See it in your mind right now. Excellent. All right, and let's hug our knee this time. Bend the other knee if you have to. Big hug. And find that balance again. Hold it for 10 seconds. Lose your balance, you get it right back. Feel your mind controlling your body. Feel you controlling your mind right now. And switch to the side. Find that balance, bend that other knee, and bring that leg up all the way up. Alright, excellent everyone. Let's do 5 push-ups together.
Yeah. Woo! Let's go.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time.
Yeah.
And we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time. Party rock is in the house tonight.
Oh.
Everybody just have a good time.
I can feel it.
We gon' make you lose your mind.
Yeah.
We just wanna see you
Shake that.
In the club, party rock. Looking for your girl, she on my jock. Now stop when we in the spot. Booty moving weight like she on the block. With a drink, I got to know. Top jeans tattoo, cause I'm rock and roll. Half black, half white, diamond now. Gang of money, open up.
Yeah, I'm running through these halls like Drano. I got that devilish flow, rock and roll, no halo. We party rock. Yeah, that's the crew that I'm repping on a rise to the top. No lead in our Zeppelin. Hey,
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time.
yeah.
And we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time.
Let's go.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time.
Feel it,
And we gon' make you lose your mind. We just wanna see you
Shake that.
Good morning, guys. There are so many fears that we have to master and control in this life, but I want to talk about the first one today, the fear of poverty. This one is one Napoleon Hill talked about in Think and Grow Rich. And to me, the way we overcome this fear, and I feel blessed because throughout my life, I've always felt like money is not I've never worried about it. We never had much of it. We had enough of it, and I'm very grateful to my family and friends for that. But I'm grateful that I've been able to master and control this one. And I want you to as well. And the way we do it is by changing the way we think and working on ourselves and the energy that we're emitting in this world. Because that is the representation. The money is the physical representation of that. And once we swallow that bitter truth, we can then move towards it and mastering that fear of poverty. We are abundant. There's abundance everywhere. And we have to realize that every single day. Have a great day, everyone.
Everyone has trauma. Someone has to be the better. Someone has to hold the space. Someone has to have that compassion and understanding that someone might have went through something. You never know what people are going through. As soon as you know that, you don't judge them and you don't judge yourself or the relationship as quickly. Let them vent without labeling. I need you to remember that most people you ever speak with in your life have trauma. Most people you ever speak with, they had some negative event, some major difficulty, from life-changing moments that leaded to negativity or bad behavior or bad feelings or a negative disorder. And they got into a place where it's just like something happened to them. And once you understand everyone you're talking to has that reality, you set in a better place with them. You're more gentle, more patient, more kind. As soon as you have this as a master practice. So I'm going to hold this master practice up, and it literally says, remember, everyone has trauma. As soon as you break through on this one, it's like magic happens in your relationships. You speak differently to other people. You don't yell, curse, push them. You change your behavior because you realize that people are in fact sensitive. People are in fact influenceable, and you can positively or negatively impact them. But it also reminds you that people are often triggered. They're triggered by something that was awful in their past. So now when they're being awful to you, you realize, oh, they're not being awful to me because of me. They're being awful right now because they had the example of awful. And they don't know how to sort through that, work through that, and be good right now. Now, I know people will get very hooked to good, bad, trauma, or the language I'm using right now. I'm totally okay with that. I'm not a therapist. I'm a coach. And I'm here to coach you to be sensitive towards others. And when people are overly sensitive in a dynamic with you and your family, remember there's something going on that you might not know about. You know, so many of my friends in the influence industry, especially in the last 5 years, have come out and shared how when they were growing up, somebody in their family or their extended family or neighborhood abused them. And that shaped, a competitive edge. That shaped less sharing. That shaped low self-worth. That shaped a negative experience for them in life. And for them, until they learned to work through that, until they learned to acknowledge that, to release that, to process that, to forgive that, to understand that, or if they can't do any of that, to simply choose to be more conscious in who they are now. I'm here to tell you, it changes everything. But in families, it's almost like we forget it when it's in our own family. It's that story of, you have, a daughter, you have a son, and both of them had very difficult upbringings. But one kind of moved on, the other didn't. One processed, one forgave, one didn't. And later on, they have different outcomes, don't they? But if they don't know that about each other, and the one who seemed to go on with life doesn't understand that about the other, then that family relationship never gets cohesive. And often family members forget what they've been through. And they forget what they've been through as a family. They forget the cohesion part. Instead, they go, I went through this. You didn't get this. He had it worse than me. This person went through this. And it becomes a blame game instead of a sensitivity game, a compassion game, a patience game. And I'm here to tell you, as a universal rule in life, not just your family, when you understand other people have had difficulty, you're more kind, you're more compassionate, you listen more, you're patient more. It's an overarching belief that I have that no matter what I do in life, whoever I'm talking to had some really bad times. And when I can remember that, and remember that they're suffering, trauma, difficulty in life, I'm a better person for them. And I really believe if you want a great family, you have to be a better person for others. It's a high expectation, and not everyone likes that language. But I'm here to tell you, someone has to do it in the family. Someone has to be the better. Someone has to hold the space. Someone has to have that compassion and understanding that someone went through something in that family that you don't even know about. You know, I work with a family right now, and one of the kids was bullied in school. And I mean, really dramatic bullying. And no one in the family knew it. And this kid was acting out and was kind of stone cold with the family. No one could figure it out. No one could figure it out. And this person didn't share it for a really long time. And in a very simple discussion, I talked to the kid for maybe 20 minutes. And no one had genuinely sought to understand where this behavior was coming from. Now, I'm not justifying the behavior, and I actually don't believe most of our behavior comes from something that happened to us. I actually believe we're way higher in our free will and our agency. And I think a lot of people have never been exposed to a lot of the research that shows that while we live in a culture that likes to blame, parenting and how we grew up, the truth is parents have a lot less influence as a kid moves out of early adolescence and early childhood. And now many of the external factors are driving that person's behavior than the parents. Their school, their socioeconomic status, the kids around them, their friends, their peers, their teachers, their own choices. These things are shaping them more than parents. It's why I tell people all the time, please don't blame your parents if you're like after 18, there's really not much you can blame your parents for anymore. Your choices as an adult are your choices as an adult. It doesn't mean even if you ever get that level of personal freedom in your life or that command and self-control in your life, that high level of agency and consciousness in your life, it doesn't mean that other people, including yourself, don't have difficulties, dramas, and traumas. And as soon as you can say that, listen, your job isn't to solve that for other people. Your job is to understand that's true for other people. Can I say that again? Your job is to solve that, unless
here we go. That's 5 push-ups. If you got to keep your knees down, go ahead. Whatever you do your best. 5 sit-ups. What a moment. All right, and let's do 5 squats. Our best 5 squats. Here we go. Feet flat on the floor, looking straight ahead. Bending the knees all the way down, all the way up. All right, let's do lunges now. 3 on each side. Best lunges. Keep that back straight if we can, looking straight ahead. Excellent. All right, let's do 10-second plank. Belly's knees off the ground. Always thinking of whatever. ourselves back into our presence, our being. Okay, and let's sit down and reach for our toes, everybody. Here we go. Ready? Straight knees, we're reaching for your toes. Doing the best we can. Always working on motivating our minds. Because we know our bodies will follow. And V shape with our legs, reaching for the floor as far away from our body as we can. Holding it there. And reach for one side, hold it there. Again, feel the joy of reaching, striving, doing your best. Even if you aren't able to reach where you want to be yet. And switch to the other side. Feel the power of you winning right now. Control of your mind. Alright, and let's put our feet together and gently push our knees down with our elbows. Here we go. Hold it there for 10. Feel the power of infinite intelligence in you, me, and all of us right now. Okay, one leg forward, one leg back. Go as far back as you can. Keep that knee on the ground. Put that knee down. Make sure you're not hurting yourself. You should just feel a pull, not any pain. Okay, and switch to the other side. Roll onto our belly and push the ground or the floor and look up at the ceiling or the sky, wherever we are. Here we go. Cobra stretch. Hold it there for 10. Feel the power of your being right here, right now. Okay, and legs crossed again. Back straight. Eyes closed. Breathing in through our noses and out through our mouths. Here we go. Going into the future, into our imagination right now. Seeing what we want to do our best on today when that music goes on. For me, I'm going to be working on 2 exercises. One is lunges, as many lunges as I can do within the first song. The second song, as many sit-ups as I can do until that song's over. So what about you? See it in your mind right now. You can play 2 of your own songs. You can listen to the songs I have. But choose your own exercises. If you don't like the ones I'm doing, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing, whatever you want to do, whatever movement you want to do safely and effectively, see it in your mind right now before you bring it out into the world. You've got determination. You were born to win. To bring out all your visions, all your positive visions of yourself, of people, of the world. The way we do our best on these exercises when that music goes on is an expression, a reflection of the way we do our best at everything in the gym of life. Alright, here we go. Determination. Lunges for me. You can follow if you want, or you can do whatever it is you want to do. Your squats, sit-ups, dance movement, jumping jacks, whatever exercise you want to do. Here I go. Ready? All the time. moment is the best. Wherever you are, wherever you go, you get to always work on being your best at whatever you're doing. And that starts with our determination, controlling our minds, no matter what. No matter how tired, how much discomfort we feel, we have the power to choose.
So Lit Mobile just sent me this solar wireless battery pack.
Getting rid of that commercial for a second.
I really like the build. It's got handgrips on the side. It's sharp.
And we'll keep going. Keep going. We don't let anything stop us. Until that song's over. Every moment counts. If you're doing lunges with me right now, I'm proud of you. You're up. Keep going. As it gets harder, we work. That's how powerful we are. We have that determination, that choice, that winning choice. Keep going. Song's not over. Your music, that stuff inside you. For me, it's determination, and I know we got it all in all of us. So I use it every day. Let's go. You're using it now. Keep going. Music's still playing. Our music's still going. All right, next song. Proud of my effort. Proud of you. You haven't given up.
Are you ready to bubble? Bubbling, everybody bubbling, everybody bubble, bubble, bubbling, 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 everybody bubbling, everybody bubble, bubble, bubbling, 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 bubbling, dance all night, we go dance all night. Yo, are you ready to bubble? Dance all night, we go dance all night. Ha ha, we want to see ya. Dance all night, we go dance all night. Dance all, dance all, dance all, dance. All right, y'all. Are you ready to bubble? Bubbling, everybody bubbling, everybody bubble, bubble, bubbling, 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 everybody bubbling, everybody bubble, bubble, bubbling, 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 everybody bubbling, everybody bubble, bubble, bubbling, bubbling, everybody bubbling, little bubble, bubble, bubbling, bubbling, everybody bubbling, everybody bubble, bubble, bubbling, 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 everybody bubbling, everybody bubble, bubble, bubbling, 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 everybody bubbling, everybody bubble, bubble, bubbling, 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 everybody bubbling, little bubble, bubbling, yo. Bubbly, 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 bum bum bum, 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 bubbly, 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 bum bubble, bubble, bubble. All right, make way when you see me pass through, and they come with me too. You don't know what to do. Drinks up, hands up, everything in the air. Everybody done young, there's a party over here. That's right, we drink just bubbling. Watch how we wine while the DJ juggling. He got the whole dance floor just bubbling. Champagne bottle just popping. We going all night, just a night not stopping. Let's party hard tonight. So going non-stop until the sunlight. We going non-stop until the sunlight. The club done full, only woman inside. It's a good night to get we head tight. It's a good night to get we head tight. Couple up this party going on a fine. Green drinks, we don't care, we go down. Tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, cuerpo para
Morning, everybody. Today in our top 10 rules for success,
Oprah Winfrey shares another rule for her that has worked so well for her. She had to kind of overcome this, and that is the idea of work on yourself. So everything that we will achieve, everything we will enjoy in life is going to be really a reflection of how hard we've worked on ourselves. Now, Oprah Winfrey shares with us today that there was a point in her life, and I felt this way too, and I still try to challenge my own thinking about this every day and overcome this, is she felt almost embarrassed, ashamed that she would work on herself. She felt like she had the thought like, I'm so full of myself, or, I'm selfish. This is a thing we have to overcome. And even a greats like Oprah Winfrey have had to overcome it. Now she says, yeah, I'm so full of myself. I'm so beautiful. I want to share myself with the world. So the more we work on ourselves, the more confident we become, the better we can share with everyone else. Have a great day, everyone.
Like, it's literally your job to be a therapist. But for most people, the job is not to solve that. The job is to understand that that is true. And as soon as I can understand, even if we get outside of family dynamics, let's just go into like Buddhism, let's go into spirituality, that suffering exists. And if I can acknowledge suffering, now I'm starting a conscious and enlightened journey in life. Like, suffering exists. People have it. You don't know. I was talking with a buddy the other day. We talked for about 30 minutes, and it was a terrible conversation. I couldn't figure her out. I literally didn't know what was going on with this person. And we're sitting there, we're probably 20, 30 minutes in the conversation. I'm practicing self-restraint. This person's being kind of a jerk. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, remember, everyone suffers, everyone's struggling. Maybe there's trauma going on. I go, hey, you know what? I'm just getting to know you a little bit better, but something seems going on here in this relationship. I don't know if I've done something or if you're feeling something. Is there anything that's going on that's like aggravating or triggering or upsetting you right now? And he's like, yeah, man, this is really hard for me to sit here right now. In my mind, I'm thinking it's hard for him to sit here. And I think, what did I do? What did I say? Right? Because I own my feelings and behavior. I'm thinking it's about me. I said, oh, I'm sorry, how could we improve this situation? He's like, actually, could we get up and continue this conversation walking? I go, yeah, sure, why? He goes, oh, I just had knee surgery 2 weeks ago. My knee is killing me right now. And I was like, what? His knee was killing him. But I'm thinking there's something wrong in our relationship. I think I'm coaching bad, or I have no idea. I'm thinking he's a jerk. You never know what's going on for other people. No one would have guessed that this guy had knee surgery 2 weeks ago. He's in physical pain as we are talking. You never know what people are going through. And as soon as you know that, you don't judge them and you don't judge yourself or the relationship as quickly. You stay open to trying to explore what's happening here. And I'm telling you, it's like a master level of insight into humanity. I mean, I remember reading this as like a teenager when I was reading a lot of Buddhism and Taoism, and I was reading a lot more of Eastern culture. And it was just kind of like, it was like, oh yeah, people really are suffering with things that we don't understand. So compassion must be the way. And so I could have written on this card, be compassionate, right? But instead I wrote, remember, everyone has trauma. As soon as I can remember that, I adjust my communication with them. Instead of saying to this man, who's kind of being a jerk, hey, you're a jerk. I said, hey, is there something going on here? And I explored it. I created a dialogue, and the communication got to what he needed. What he needed in that moment wasn't for me to accuse him, wasn't for me to try to understand why he's a jerk. It was for me to say, hey, something we can do here? And his answer was to get up and walk. What I love about communication when it's open is you start hearing answers and requests that you never saw coming. I never saw. Listen, you have to understand, the level of communication that I have one-to-one with people is 20 years of weekly experience doing this, being compensated at the highest levels. And if I don't do it well, I don't get compensated. So it's on the line for me. So I've developed a certain level of acuity in the moment, and I had no idea the dude was in physical pain. You got it? You don't know. As soon as you can go, I don't know what's going on with this person, the whole world of solutions open up to you. Let me give you another simple practice. Here it is. Let them vent without labeling. I know you might be like, oh my God, here she goes again. Let her go again, dude. Oh my gosh, she's talking about her friends and the situation and this thing happened. I don't care. Doesn't matter if you care. Let her talk. Let people vent. Now, the research on this is hugely interesting to me. And that is, if people are venting longer and it's negative, there's complaining, there's things like this going on, obviously it brings down the quality of the interpersonal relationship. Both people in the relationship share that they're less satisfied. So negative venting that goes on and has high frequency or recurrence, both people, the person venting and the person receiving the venting, report lower levels of relationship satisfaction. Okay, that's fascinating research. I also know that more often people don't feel heard, especially in our culture today. Most people don't feel heard. And they don't feel like their position is, something other people understood. And so the way to do this, for me, is let them talk. Just let them talk, but don't label them. Don't be like, oh, here she goes again on drama. She's dramatic. Oh, here he goes again. He's always irresponsible. Don't label it. When they're venting, let them vent. Walk with them. Let it go. Like, it can go, for you, it can go in one ear, out the other, it can go over your head. Doesn't matter. Let them go. Let them go. I have a rule on this. Let them go for maybe 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, move the conversation along. But you can withstand 20 minutes of someone talking at you. And that skill, I learned that from John Gray, who wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. He just said, you got to be able to listen for 20 minutes. And I'll never forget that. But I also had to learn, it's not just listening. It's being able to take the vent. It's like if you're standing there, imagine you're standing in front of a heater and it's blowing out hot air and you're already hot. And having to be able to stand and take that hot air for 20 more minutes doesn't feel good. But if you can do it, it's almost like you have superpowers. It's almost like you have a superpower. And I'm here to
keep going. All right, sit up for me. Here we go. Always control your breathing. Bring it back to that. See the fact that you can still control your breathing, even when your body wants to breathe faster, that's more proof of your determination. You got it in you all the time, no matter what. You can apply this, you can use this energy, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. The way you talk, the way you behave, the way you read, write, the way you're kind and loving, use determination. Use your power to be positive and never give up. Just like we're doing right now, on these exercises, on these sit-ups. We're not giving up, no matter how hard it's getting. See, we know the truth. If we do what is easy, we give up. Our life will be hard. But if we do what is hard, never give up. Our life will be easy. So we gotta remember that all the time. That's the power of our determination. Controlling our mind. Motivating the mind so the body will follow. Keep going, determination. I'm so proud of you wherever you are. Just because you are who you are. Striving to be better all the time. You are infinite intelligence. We are double I. Infinitely intelligent. Powerful beyond measure. We don't choose to lose. We determine and win. Still with me? Keep going. I love you. So proud of you. Keep going. Even if you stop. Get back up at it again. Keep going. This is the way you're gonna live. Even if you stop, even if you get tired, even if you make mistakes, you're gonna learn. You're gonna get information. And you're gonna eventually win. How powerful you are. That's why I love you and all of us. No matter what. Oh, long song. That's okay. That's good. Love it. Keep going. Our body will rest and recover. Almost there. Keep going, everybody. Keep going. Oh, well done. So proud of you.
La alegría, cosa buena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. ¡Hey, Macarena! Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. Que tu cuerpo para dar la alegría, cosa buena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. ¡Hey, Macarena! Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. Que tu cuerpo para dar la alegría, cosa buena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. ¡Hey, Macarena! Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. Que tu cuerpo para dar la alegría, cosa buena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. ¡Hey, Macarena! ¡Hey, Macarena!
Good morning, guys. I got another story from Les Brown I want to share today. This is related to fear. We're talking about fear. We're working on our fears every day, trying to overcome them. Well, he shares a story where there was a gentleman who would be daily walking by, and there was a dog there that would always chase him, and it was intimidating to him. He was afraid of this thing. He would run away from it. And this made me laugh when Les Brown ended the story by saying that as once the man realized when he went close to it and realized when it was barking at him that it had no teeth, he was the one that became empowered and then, shoot the dog away and overcame that fear. So sometimes the point is, sometimes our fears are not even close to what we think they really are. There's no teeth in them. And so I love this story. It makes me laugh, and I hope we use it as we live, laugh, and love our way to infinite mind wealth. There may be no teeth in your fears. Have a great day, everybody.
Suggest to you, most people don't feel heard. Let them talk. Let them talk. You don't have to memorize. You don't have to solve. You don't have to demonstrate otherworldly levels of active listening, rephrasing, paraphrasing, physical touch, camaraderie. It's like, let them do it. I think if you can actually be an empty vessel without the judgment and without, forgive the language here, the manipulation that our culture teaches, like this, just mirror and match, just rephrase it, just ask these 10 questions. It's like you're supposed to do something to them when they're complaining or venting. Don't feel like you have to do anything. Just be a vessel, be empty, be like water, let it flow. Because there's other times that you can dialogue and solve and work through. But if someone's venting, let them do it, right? Don't take it personally. And everyone's like, but then that's really hard. She's complaining all the time. I'm like, yeah, all right. You can talk about her complaining, let her. But when she's in the moment of complaining, you jumping in, you trying to do something to her, it ain't going to go well. When he's all angry and he's all hot and he's complaining about somebody at work, you trying to do something to him in that moment, that's not the time. For a lot of people, they got to get it off their chest. And this is very, very, as I said earlier, interesting research, because there is a sense and there is a moment when it tips, when venting becomes negative. But that's less often than when people need to share. And here's what I've learned in all of these years, and not just because, communication is my master's degree, but in working with people, it is so incredibly obvious that what we call venting, they don't think of it as venting. And I think a lot of the research has gotten this wrong, frankly, that a lot of what someone might label as venting is that person's version of sharing, of talking it through, of thinking out loud, where we often associate venting, she's just venting, as if it's a negative thing. That's why I'm hearing, I want to make sure I underline this without labeling it. Like, let them talk, let them vent, let them complain, let them dialogue, let them think out loud. Just let them do their thing. Don't label it. Don't label it good. Don't label it negative. It's your spouse talking. Let them talk. Don't label it good. Don't label it negative. It's your kid talking through the day at school. There's no good direction there or bad direction. Let them talk. I think it's just, I know it sounds so wild, but I share this because most families that really struggle shut down communication. You know this to be true, right? If you grew up in an environment where you were constantly shut down, it's hard for you to even express, let alone vent a little. And so this is so important. It's the opposite. I'm trying to give you opposites here. A negative situation in a family is where everyone's shut down. So let's reverse that. Let's open it up. Let's encourage that expression. And for most people, most often, their venting is healthy for them. It's a pressure valve. It's hearing them talk out loud. There's a reason that even talk therapy itself is very open, almost like vessel. Let it happen. Let them share. Let it go through. We can guide, direct, mentor, coach, help, advise in other moments. We can brainstorm and solve in other moments. But when it's flowing, baby, let it flow. You just have to learn to take it. And that takes you not taking things personally. And what I tell people all the time, I'm like, if you're an adult and when people express complaint, anger, or blame or negativity, part of your job is learning that that doesn't have to stick to you. You own your own emotions. It's a powerful and freeing effect. I just want to let you know, I'm around extremely intense people almost all the time. I mean, when I'm in a Super Bowl locker room, we're talking like level 15 out of 10 intensity, like very intense people. And I'm very centered. I'm very calm. I'm very joyous. I'm very confident, even in a room where these men are, superhuman. They're, 200, 350 pound, gigantic human beings. They could all like kill me with a flick of the wrist. They could just like knock me dead. And I'm in there incredibly confident in my own space, centered, holding joy because I own my feelings. They can scream. I mean, I've been with musicians in the past. I was with a band one time advising this band, and they were screaming at each other. I mean, an hour-long scream session. It was like, talk about venting with, jet fuel. And I was just cool hand Luke, man. Because their expression does not need to be my emotion. Let me start again. Their expression does not need to be my emotion. So I let it happen. And part of a lot of my magic as a coach, and part of a lot of what I help families ultimately crack through, is that place where they let things happen a little bit more. And in that allowing creates a more safety of expression. I'm not labeled, I'm not shut down. Because if I'm not labeled and I'm not shut down, I'm more likely to express.
Feel that? Feel that power? That oneness of us controlling our breathing and our minds? Right here, right now? No matter how hard our movements, exercises were today, no matter how much our body tried to take control of our minds, feel that? That's you. The real you. That's our consciousness. Our being awake fully. To control our minds, to control our breathing, to control our bodies, to control our lives. It's all possible through the power of you being present, staying in the now, right here, right now, wherever you are, wherever you are. There is no past and future right now. There's only the present, the gift that is you. everything else possible. See, right here, right now, is just pure presence, pure happiness, pure winning, pure essence, pure determination of who and what we really are. With this power, this peace, right here in this moment, right now, we can always have all the mind health, and even greater, the mind wealth we were built for. I love your determination. Great work today. I'm so proud of you. Wherever you are, take the power of this time we had together, apply it to everything in your life. Doesn't matter whether we're in school, at work, wherever we are. The gym of life never ends. And life is the greatest teacher. That's why I love you and everything and all the infinite intelligence around us. It's life. It's always here. You're always learning, always growing. I love your determination. Have a great day, week, and life always. Until next time.